Shit. Did I hit that fade? Did he hit that fade at the end? Fader. I might have hit the rim a little bit. That wasn't a complete swish. But I'm gonna go ahead and sick fade.
Okay. Can anyone hear me? Okay, someone can hear me. Or we got a echo from somewhere. Okay, I thought I was the only one. I was sitting here, I saw Matt's like thing lit up. It's still lit up. Matt might be somewhere sharded all by himself talking to somebody or nobody. I don't know if he can hear me. Can anybody hear Matt? People can hear me, right? Okay, confirmed. No. All right, Matt. We've only sharded Matt. Matt's somewhere in the zoo in an elephant belly somewhere. We'll find him. Don't worry. No, Matt, nobody can hear you. Somewhere in the zoo. We'll give him a chance. While Matt's doing that, I can talk. I can always talk. Right below the WIP channel, we'll do the big WIP drop. I actually have an announcement about the WIP drop. Right beneath this is the Jack's Hideout channel. I'll do the big airdrop right here. Got the time down, so you got 15 minutes to claim it. So if you notice, the big WIP drop is half as much as it was last week. That's because the WIPsea happening has occurred, which occurs, I don't really know how often, like somewhere between when we launched it and now is the amount of time that between now and the next happening will occur. So now there will, it's actually not a total mystery. It is written in the smart contract. I just haven't looked into it. So it's that information is public and out there somewhere if you really want to dig into it. So that means we will only be distributing half the amount of WIPsea at our events from this point forward until the next happening. Yeah, the show's probably right. Basically a year. I think it's a little bit less than a year. And at which point only 1,500 WIPsea will be distributed per WIP or whatever. So yes, the WIPsea happening is very bullish. Just imagine, you will, right, scarcity. You will only have half the amount of WIPsea moving forward to do absolutely nothing with. So now all those things you are using WIPsea to purchase, you can only buy half of those things from this point forward. No, in all honesty, we do have awesome WIP moments and thing for sale in the Tokens.art / WIP storefront. Gas just got killer ever since we launched the coin, and it's been like somewhat cost prohibitive. So what we've been doing instead is actually giving away the moments and the WIPsea. So I don't know, y'all can figure out what to do with it. We've actually been tossing some ideas around of actually burning WIPsea in order to do something with Avastars. That is something that's in the mix of the conversation. So don't take this as financial advice. You guys know the deal. DM Matt for all financial advice, and you know, take that for what it's worth. Did we find Matt? Did he come out of the elephant's belly somewhere? I heard a cough. Was that a animal spitting him out? His mic is still lit up. Oh, Matt.
This is nonsense. I gave a whole spiel and then I heard you bump in. I'm like, oh man, no one heard me.
Wait, could anyone hear Matt up until this point? Can someone else confirm?
No. I don't think so.
Nobody could hear you. Dude, where did you come from? Dude, you were totally swallowed by an animal at the zoo. All right, you're back wherever you were, man.
Yeah, man. So you just
All right.
talked about the happening and all that good stuff. You can wrap up, man, and then we can segue.
Oh yeah, I told him about the happening. I told him to DM you for financial advice. We're giving away Zoo tokens for the selfie contest, so make sure you do all the things, follow the directions that we'll be giving you later on. Take a selfie with an animal while you're listening to people if you want to sort of get one thing out of the way, and we'll tell you what to do with it. Check the events links channel for links to crypto voxels to join us at the zoo, and for a POAP, and for all the other things that'll be going on. The only other a couple other things. I'm sorry. Big shout out to everyone who participated in the Avastar's birthday party. Probably one of the most epic, well-coordinated metaverse events that I've been a part of. It was like 5 hours straight of like contests, music, giveaways, a whole bunch of people won a ton of stuff. We had freestyle rap battles, people hopping on the mic from all over the place. It was awesome. So I'm super excited to announce that Cypher will be doing ongoing stuff with TokenSmart moving forward. Another thing we're going to be doing moving forward is having jazz nights on Thursdays with our buddies at Jack's Hideaway. They have live jazz events every single Thursday with massive up and coming jazz musicians, and want to keep giving away NFTs until they get to 5,000. So they were like, can you guys help us continue to give away NFTs for our like awesome jazz events until we get to 5,000? And I was like, yeah, I feel like our people would be cool with that. So we're gonna have jazz nights on Thursday nights. It'll be dope. All you gotta do is just sign in and crank up the volume, and then you're like fancy. Grab a fancy drink or something, or a cheap drink and just feel fancy. I think that is everything and everybody. Big shout out to the WIP crew, the mod squad, the bot squad, everybody who made this happen. My World for the opening act, Easy, Paradox, Trippy, Show, Timmy Tubador, Frankie, Needles, Alex, Guts Berserk, GB, John Wolf, Cynthia, Rogan X, Sandy, Dragonate, Trizlet, Quigbell, obviously our dude Matt, who is hopefully will survive this adventure at the zoo. We'll see. My caterpillar's been known to act up, but a lot of people went into this. Big shout out to everybody, and of course the people I missed. Thank you all so much. I think we got Carved up first, who has a really awesome project, who was introduced to us by our buddy Strawberry Sith. So if they are not inside an animal, you can unmute, and I'm not sure I know their Discord name, but I can make sure they're not whacked. Who we got here? Is it Carved is whacked.
NFTs. Yeah.
All right, Carved, you are unwhacked. Can you hear us? Can you speak?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Can, man, loud and clear, out of the belly.
Right. Perfect. I'm going to stand over here in the pool right next to the alligator. But yeah, we appreciate you guys giving me a chance to present our project here. A lot of fun to kind of be a part of this. Definitely a new way for me to present something we're doing. So pretty interesting concept. Definitely thanks to Strawberry Sith for his help just in kind of building and developing this project, and really giving a lot of great advice and help there. So before I dive in, I want to give a quick history just on who Carved is. So I started the company Carved about 10, 11 years ago. My goal was basically just to make a more unique phone case. I always liked having the latest technology. And back when the iPhones first came out, there really wasn't much in the way of phone cases. You could kind of get black and black. And so me and a friend figured we could make some pretty cool wood phone cases. And so we just dove in, figured out how to make them, built a website, and just started selling them, and kind of loved the idea of taking something organic and natural and putting it on a phone, and kind of combining that organic, natural feel with technology. About 4 years ago, we started really working a lot more with wood burls and resin. And so you've probably seen a lot of like river tables where people will combine the colored resin with the wood burls, and it just creates this really beautiful, unique mixture and combination. And so we kind of dove into that and really had to develop a lot of the technology and a lot of the processes to figure out how to make that at a smaller scale. And Ron Swanson, just a great inspiration to us as we're developing woodworking products. But yeah, so we really love that. And then once we started kind of doing the wood and resin products, that's when it really took off for us. People just loved it. So everything we make is all one of a kind. We individually produce them every day. We photograph every single one. They're all serialized, and the products we make are impossible to replicate. So we've had a lot of success in like utility products. So phone cases and wallets and bracelets and pocket knives are kind of our core products. Last year, we started thinking about how we could just make beautiful art instead of feeling like we had to turn what we were making into a product used. We're kind of asking, what if you bought it just because of how beautiful it was? And could we develop a product that was just art? It was just beautiful for beauty's sake. And what we were making every day, we'd look at it like looked amazing. And so we started designing and planning and strategizing on how we could do that. Obviously, towards the beginning of this year, NFTs really started taking off, and so we dove into the technology behind NFTs, figuring out what they were, how could we work with them, and would it make sense to to make a product that would be a combination digital NFT as well as our physical piece of art. And so we really were excited about the possibility there. One of the things that we kind of do every day is we work with obviously handmade wood resin pieces, but then we've got a lot of technology to actually turn these into finished products. And so we kind of are already working at, like, we call it the intersection of technology and art. And we really felt like with NFTs, it's a good mix, because NFTs are also a beautiful combination of technology and art, especially with a lot of the digital art and the crypto art that's happening today. So we developed a project. We call it Carved Tiles. We've got 100 individual pieces. Our Twitter is posted out there, and then you can also visit nft.carved.com. Our project is launching next Thursday, April 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern. So there's 100 pieces. Each day we're revealing 10 new pieces up until the collection launches. So I think we've got 20 of them available, and we just posted a Medium article there in the chat, in the Discord chat as well. But yeah, so next Friday, those 100 will be, next Thursday at 1 p.m. is kind of when the project will launch. Up until then, you can definitely follow along on Twitter. We'll be posting a lot of cool new stuff. We actually shot another video today of the tile that we'll be posting. And so basically what a tile is, what one of these pieces is, it's a machined aluminum or titanium frame, and then we make the inlaid wood resin piece that's on top. And so we actually buy big, huge wood burls. We slice them down into these very thin sheets. And then we take resin, which is basically liquid. It's 2-part liquid that you mix together, and we have about 10-15 minutes until it hardens. Mix in pigments and dyes, and then through a variety of techniques and processes and tools, kind of create this combination of colors and patterns and all that. And at the end, it all gets sanded and polished smooth. We seal it and then glue the two pieces together. And if you see a photo of it on our website, you'll notice there's 2 little stands, like an easel holding it up. We also designed and made those little easels as well. Every piece on the back of it is laser engraved with a QR code and also the smart contract ID. If you scan that QR code with your phone, it loads up a perma-web page. And so it's a pretty cool way to view kind of the digital twin of the physical piece that you have. Yeah, I think that's about everything. So we're excited to get it launched. I saw someone posted in the chat. We did a kind of a project called NonFunGerbils a week ago. It's kind of our alpha project, just testing out our smart contract, making sure everything worked before the big launch. So we had 20 wood burls that had an NFC tag inside them that you could scan. Just gave them away as free to claim NFTs, and so that was a lot of fun, and excited to see what people are doing with that. But yeah, so that's it. We'd love to have you guys follow us on Twitter. Our handle there is carved NFTs, NFTS, and then the website is nft.carved.com.
That was awesome. And shout out to Strawberry Sith for sharing those beautiful, beautiful pictures of the work that you've been creating, John. I know there's a couple questions from the audience, so I'll pass things to Show to relay all those questions to you.
Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, not much, man. How's it going?
Good, good. Everyone has been talking about the innovation that will come with digi-physical items from a fashion and a crypto collectible perspective. But this is the first time where the use of real-world wood carvings are being implemented in the idea and the concepts. What would you say is the need that's being filled by this unique approach?
Yeah, that's a really really good question. So last year when we first started kind of planning this and kind of figuring out what we wanted to do, one of the things that we found with our customers is they love to build a collection. So people would collect phone cases, and we never really viewed our product as a as a collectible. And so we would have people who would kind of post, like they'd have this collection and then they would want to sell one of them, so they'd post it on Facebook or try to figure out some way that someone else who might be interested would want to pick it up. And so for us, the possibility of having the NFT, the digital aspect attached to it, I think helps bring a lot of value to the collectible aspect of what we're doing. And so, instead of having to find a marketplace for your physical product or figure out how to sell it, it's obviously significantly easier to sell that NFT attached to that physical. Now, the next challenge is how to keep those two things combined, and so that's something that we're going to be kind of exploring and figuring out. For us, we love developing the physical products, and so we're like I said, we're laser engraving that QR code, which links to the permaweb page, which has the contract and the token ID and all the NFT details on it. That's kind of our first attempt at figuring out how to link those two things together. In terms of keeping them together, what we're doing is, if you pick up one of these NFTs next Thursday, you can redeem it. So you redeem it through our website, right through the smart contract. If you don't want to redeem it, we'll actually like escrow it for the rest of the year. So you don't actually have to redeem it until December. And so if you are able to pick up one and someone down the road wants to purchase from you, they can see on the blockchain if we've got it in kind of our custody, in our hands, and then you're able to sell them the NFT, and now they can go take that unredeemed NFT and they can redeem it to get the physical as well. So a lot of this is going to be kind of exploring new ideas, listening to people that get involved in the project and figuring out what people are interested in and what we kind of need to develop to to make it really, really work well in the long run. And we're excited to to keep exploring different ideas as well.
It's awesome. We also have a question from Conwolf and Rizzle. They would both like to know, is there a means for community members to create these NFTs with you? And what are the prices on the NFTs themselves?
Yeah, so in terms of the creation, one of the really cool things that happened with the NonFunGerbils project last week is two of the people who claimed one actually contacted me and said that they were planning on creating a new resin burl product and then turning that into an NFT. And I didn't even think about like evolving the NFT past that. So I thought that was a really cool idea. So when I shipped them theirs, I actually included a couple other ones that they could kind of practice on and figure out with. But yeah, I think there's just definitely contact us through Twitter. I think there's some really cool ways that we could develop develop some stuff together in the future. So yeah, if you're listening to this and you're interested in in kind of figuring out how we can work together on something in the future, I'd love to talk with you. In terms of pricing, to be honest, I haven't landed fully on the price yet. So back when I first started kind of thinking about this project, Ethereum was about $1,000, and now, as you all know, it's not $1,000 anymore. So we're kind of trying to figure out where where we want to land on pricing, where that makes sense. But yeah, I don't think it's not going to be cheap, but I also think you'd be pleasantly surprised where I think we'll land on in price. And yeah, it's going to depend on the price of ETH over the next 7 days as well. So
That's awesome. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us, John. Keep sharing some of the links in the WIP channel here. I know everything gets passed by super quickly. I can't wait to kind of FOMO into my burl and start comparing and contrasting who has the biggest and best burls when this gets to market. But thank you so much for sharing today.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks a lot for the time.
Cool. And then next up, we have a special guest who is introed to myself by longtime member of the WIP fam, Syncos. But Syncos introduced me to Lillia, who is a graphic designer and illustrator who's just getting into the crypto art space. Later on, after we wrap up the speaker updates, I believe we will go check out her new gallery in CryptoVoxels before the AFTs with show. So yeah, WIP Baby in the background. Shout out to the WIP Baby. So without further ado, Lillia, please unmute and introduce us to the amazing art that you've been creating. It looks like there may be an audio issue on Lillia's end. Lillia, if you go into your settings, yeah, I think you need to select your mic potentially. It's okay. This is a common issue. Settings, audio, video, mic output. There we go.
Hello, hello.
We can hear you.
Oh, perfect. Oh my God, that added up to my stress. Perfect. It's going great. Hello, everyone. I'm Lily, and as you said, I'm a freelance graphic designer, illustrator, and digital artist. I can't even describe how happy I am to be here, guys. Thank you so much for having me. And I really appreciate everything you guys are doing for this community and for this space, and for giving me the opportunity to present my work here and let my voice be heard. All I can say is that today is probably the best day of my life, and I really thank you for that. I would also like to get a few minutes to thank my friend Syncos for introducing me to all this. And I don't know, he's just been amazing, a great person. He's helped me so much. He's the reason why I'm on the NFT space, and just a big thank you. And finally, on my appreciation list is Mr. Afro. I don't think he's here. I don't know if he's hearing me, but he's the one who lended me his CryptoVoxels parcel, and he made it possible for me to build my gallery there. So a big thanks to him too. Yeah, Singer's undercover. He's here next to me. So a couple of things about me. I joined the NFT space thanks to Syncos, as I said, about 2 months ago. And I started working on my godmother's project straight away. And at the time, I was also working full-time. And I also had to commit for about 2 hours a day, which meant that I was just away from home for about 10 to 12 hours every single day. And every single time I would get home in the evening, I would just grab my iPad straight away and start working on my godmothers. And it was so exhausting. And that was basically when I started reconsidering my life choices. I was thinking what am I doing? What I like is art. So why am I wasting my time working for a company? So I decided to quit my job and just dedicate my whole energy and everything to art, and just try and develop my skills and be the best artist I can be. So yeah, I'm fully devoted. I'm here and I'm trying to make the best out of it. And I don't regret my choice, because I don't know, we only live once, right? We have to do what we can and what we really like in life. So yeah, I think that it's gonna go great. So thank you for supporting me here and at the start of my journey. And about my godmother's project, which I'm very excited to show you. Basically, the whole concept started from a discussion I was having about the Godfather movie. And that was when I realized that in mobster movies, all of the big bosses are always men. And I thought, hold on a second, women can be mobsters too. No, I'm kidding. I just thought that it would be very interesting to see popular characters from iconic movie scenes being reimagined as women. So I decided to create 5 very strong, powerful, and influential female characters and see how their backstories would fit in the mafia world. So yeah, that's everything. And I really hope that you guys are gonna like my work. I've put a lot of love and energy in it, and I can't wait to show you my building. I literally learned how to use Magic of Voxels and make my models for my building 2 weeks ago. So I really hope that you're gonna like it. And I'm looking forward to take a tour with you.
Really excited for that. And thank you for introducing yourself to everyone, Lillia. If you have any images you want to share, make sure you drop them in the WIP channel. But I think there may be some questions for you right now. So I'll pass the mic to Show.
Hey, Lillia, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. When I saw your pieces, I was excited too, because there is nothing doper than a gangster ass woman, you know, especially like a Griselda Blanco, who's super famous for being a incredibly influential drug dealer. But anyway, aside from that, I would say that gangster comes in all shapes and sizes. So when I saw that you were depicting 5 women with the twist on the old Marlon Brando, Don Corleone image from The Godfather, I felt like this was a perfect thing to explore. Beyond highlighting and elevating powerful and affluent women, what would you say are the movies out there that depict strong and powerful women?
That's a very interesting question that I wasn't prepared for.
It's okay.
I can't really think of any movies right now. I'm so stressed. I don't know. I literally can't think of any movies right now. Yeah, Wonder Woman. That's the one. That's the one. It's Wonder Woman. What's more powerful than Wonder Woman, right? Probably, now that I'm thinking about it more, Kill Bill, with a little help from Sinkas next to me. Yeah.
In regards to your style, you have a very unique approach when it comes to creating art. It's really controlled, but I feel like there's something deeper. Where does your inspiration or your skill and ability come from?
I'm mostly self-taught, and I've just been observing other artists on the internet. And I don't know, I guess that I just grabbed my iPad and was trying out brushes, and I just tried to see what's best for me, what works for me, and that's what came out. I mean, I like semi-realism, so that's it's just what comes out when I'm grabbing my iPad.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us today, Lillia. Shout out to Sinkas next to you, who I heard laughing earlier. Hilarious. Cool. And then after we wrap up with the next update, we can take a quick tour of your gallery. So just make sure you have the link to your gallery so we can all head there. Cool. But next up, we have Steve Klabanoff, who's here with us to give us some updates on Zootoken. If for everyone who doesn't know, you should know, but if you don't know, we're chilling in the Bronx Zoo in CryptoVoxels, which shares a strong relation with Zootoken. Steve can explain that a little bit further. And then also, there's a new project that Steve had a strong hand in called Solvency.art. I scooped a couple of the generative pieces in that project. Really excited to hear any updates you have on that. But without further ado, Steve, if you are with us, please unmute and take it away. Did we whack Steve?
Steve is not whacked, but he might locally have his mic off, but he has all of his permissions and everything on here.
Oh yeah.
You might have to check your settings, Steve.
Server muted.
Oh, Steve is.
Oh, yo.
He's back.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Got him.
Welcome.
Out of the belly.
Sorry about that. Awesome. You guys hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Yep.
Awesome. Hey, so awesome to be here. Really awesome to share the stage with all the other presenters as well. Yeah, I'm talking about two different projects, as you mentioned. We'll start off talking about the Bronx Zoo, which you all are in right now. It's so awesome to have you guys at the zoo. So the Bronx Zoo is actually the first ever fractionalized CryptoVoxels parcel. And it came from this kind of problem that I was thinking about. It was like 7 months ago now, where a lot of people wanted exposure to CryptoVoxels, but they didn't know what parcel to buy and they couldn't afford an entire parcel. So for a hackathon, I thought, what if we could offer fractionalized ownership of a CryptoVoxels parcel? Instead of people having to buy a whole parcel themselves and figure out which one to buy and do a build out, they could just own a fraction of a really dope parcel. And that dope parcel is the one you're in right now. So what we did is we bought this parcel. It was empty. We commissioned the infamous Ogre to build it out. And then for the hackathon, we wrote a smart contract with some simple yet interesting token mechanics. So we actually deposited this parcel into that smart contract. This parcel is not owned by a person, it's owned by a piece of code. The smart contract minted 10,000 Zoo tokens. The team kept some. We gave out some to neighbors and people in the community, as well as raffled some off at the WIP. And then we put 30% in a community treasury that's actually controlled by Zoo token holders. And then, yeah, shout out to anybody who was here about 6 months ago when we launched originally. So what does holding the Zoo token actually do? Well, it gives you writing votes over that community treasury. But more importantly, it gives you the ability to receive a portion of the ETH that is received when the Bronx Zoo is sold. And actually, the Bronx Zoo has started being in a Dutch auction to be sold. So on 4/20 at 4:20 p.m. Pacific, the Dutch auction started, and it starts at 100 ETH and it goes down over the course of the next 9 days. The current price is about 81 ETH, and whoever decides to buy the Bronx Zoo will purchase it with ETH, and then each Zoo token holder can redeem their Zoo tokens for their portion of that ETH. So it's just a really fun, interesting experiment in community ownership over a parcel. And one of the things that we did recently was we put up a governance poll to give the treasury to TokenSmart in exchange for hosting some cool events. And one of those events is this selfie contest, which Rizzle is going to speak to after I'm done speaking. So really excited about that. So that's a bit about the Bronx Zoo and the Zoo token. And then I also want to talk about another project, which is near and dear to my heart and actually just launched about 2 or 3 hours ago. And that project is called Solvency. So you can go to Solvency.art to check it out. So this is a collaboration I did with an artist named Ezra Miller, who's actually in the crowd right now, if anyone has any questions directly for him. Ezra wrote some really incredible code to create these really meditative and engaging pieces that are powered by WebGL technology. So he wrote this code that's actually interacting with all of these crazy textures that were actually generated from 35mm photographs that were run through a GAN, which is a generative adversarial network. It's some fancy AI stuff that made some really cool effects. And Ezra did all the textures and the artwork and the WebGL code for the piece itself. And I worked on the technology behind the scenes to make the whole thing work. So there's some pretty interesting characteristics about that smart contract. So when you if you choose to mint a piece, neither you nor I will know exactly what piece will be generated. There's a set of different attributes and textures, but they are determined only once your transaction confirms through a pseudo-random hash that's generated from your Ethereum transaction. So some attributes are more rare than others, and each piece is totally unique. And the random aspect of this makes them really fun to mint. So yeah, we launched like a few hours ago. When I last checked, about 300 out of the 500 total have been created. They cost 0.4 ETH to mint, and only 500 will ever exist. Also, especially since I'm with the TokenSmart crew, I got to call out the on-chain nature of this project. So
each piece's hash is stored on Ethereum, and then all of the assets, the JavaScript, the HTML, the textures, they all live on Arweave, which is a blockchain dedicated towards storing data permanently. So as long as Ethereum and Arweave still exist, your piece will always exist, which is a really important property of these NFTs. So I encourage you to check out Solvency.art and browse the pieces. They're best viewed on desktop with a decent graphics card, and really hope you enjoy taking them in. And then if you choose to mint one, I hope you have fun with that mechanism of not knowing exactly what will be created until that transaction is confirmed. So yeah, that's a bit about Zootoken and Solvency.
Awesome updates. And again, shout out to Solvency.art. Last time I scooped, I think there was around like 200 left. 299 had already been minted. So if you are curious about this project, make sure you go to Solvency.art, scoop these and mint new work before it's all sold out and you have to get it on the secondary. But I think there are some questions for you, Steve. So I'll pass the mic to Sho to relay those questions to you.
Awesome.
Hey, Steve, welcome back, man.
Thanks for having me again. Love being here.
Yeah. So Bronx Zoo, legendary WIP location and after party. You know, I might be mistaken. But I believe that the first WIP moment was the group photo from this location almost a year ago to the date, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Rizzle could probably call me out on whether or not that was the first or not, but I know that we took some dope videos, photos. We were playing Jungle Boogie, and there was an NFT minted from them that as like a postcard that you could only buy with WIPsea. So I know that much.
Right. I remember. Yeah, a year has gone by and the space has changed, you know. What are your thoughts and feelings on the Bronx Zoo and the Zoo token in the current crypto climate?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Bronx Zoo is interesting because it was like one of the first kind of like metaverse related tokens that was created. It was the first fractionalized crypto voxels parcel. And I really like that the spirit of the Bronx Zoo has always just been about fun and not necessarily about financial gain. And it's really awesome that we were able to create tokens that helped create just this really fun, innovative place that has been a little bit of a hallmark of the Bronx neighborhood. So I've been really pleased to see so many people enjoying the space, and also been really awesome to see how the Bronx neighborhood as a whole has developed over time, especially since when we first built the zoo, and maybe that had part of it. So yeah, I definitely think the Bronx is one of the coolest neighborhoods in crypto voxels, and just love all the fun that's come out of this project.
Yeah, it actually sucks in real life. But moving on, who created the textures that are randomized? Excuse me. In regards to Solvency, who created the textures that are randomized? I'm getting a Harold in the purple crayon meets watercolors kind of thing.
Yeah, that's all Ezra Miller, who's here right now. I'm not sure if he wants to speak anything particular on them, but yeah, again, these were like 30. My understanding is that there were 35mm photographs that he took himself and then ran through this like adversarial network to make these really unique textures.
Oh, was that me? Sorry.
You still there, Steve?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think Ezra just unmuted and his keyboard was clacking away. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so that's all I kind of got on that, is that textures were created by Ezra through those 35mm photographs run through that adversarial network. And then there's then the WebGL code that he wrote like grabs some of those textures based on the attributes of the pseudo random hash and displays them in this really, like, again, pretty like meditative yet engaging way that I think makes for some really special pieces.
Cool. Well, if there's any other questions, make sure you tag Steve or Ezra, who's chatting it up right now, sharing a bunch of hearts with Rizzle. I love that little love fest in the corner in Discord. But with this, I think we definitely need to have another group picture in front of the Bronx Zoo right here. So Rizzle, I'm not sure if you have anything planned with Paradox, but let's get that going.
Yes. Before I turn the mic over to Paradox, this is also posted in the event links, just so you guys know. We do have this ongoing selfie contest where everyone who takes a selfie with one of the zoo animals and posts it on Twitter and tags the appropriate. Oh, there you go, Sandy. I was about to drop it as well. Thank you very much. Tags the appropriate things. All gets rolled into a raffle that is sort of a carryover from the Avastar's birthday party. So you can win an Avastar, you can win some zoo token. If you've been with us on Tuesdays, we give away a ton of stuff, and we've actually had like a couple really dope projects hit us up between Tuesday and now who want to pile on and give some stuff away. So definitely do the thing. Find your favorite animal. I don't know, take multiple selfies with multiple animals. Don't be scared. But yes, I think we want to do some sort of group shot. I kicked an idea to Paradox, but I'm going to let him take like full creative license here. However, there's like some like typing versus like videography thing that we fight. So Paradox, can you unmute and give us some guidance here? Otherwise, they're stuck with me, man. And I'm just gonna make them do something weird.
I have a microphone. I think. Confirm I have a microphone.
Confirmed, man. Good.
Hooray!
Glad.
Okay, guys.
Help us.
Right, we are going to do 2 photos or 2 sets of videos. So the first one, I want everybody up on this indoor balcony, please, because I want to get the logo of the Bronx Zoo, and it's a pretty great shot. And the second one, once we've done this, we're going to go up on the roof, because if you've not been up on the roof, there is some awesome little surprises up there. Right, so I'm going to give everyone 10 seconds to get up here, and then we'll get our shot. Everyone's moving over. Good. Guys, last chance to get in the group photo. Oh my God, the squirrel is massive. There we go. Right.
I'm trying to get away from this damn squirrel.
Right. Okay, so guys, if you don't know, I do video. So this isn't just a photo. This will be included in the weekly WIP video. So, and dance if you want to. Okay, so I'm just going to do some nice panning shots. We need to get some like a music segment going for this part. Okay, let's get a couple more shots. Go, 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 go. Thanks for cueing the music. I did not expect that. Right, okay. So what we're going to do is everybody in front of the gorilla, please. Cue the music. We'll do it for about 30 seconds.
Totally open to both those ideas. Lillia, do you think it would be cool if we all just pop over to the gallery and do the afties there? Or do you want to stay here and do the afties and then head over to the gallery later?
Yeah, let's do it there. Whatever you guys like.
Okay,
Cool.
Chill.
I'll tell you what.
Up to you, man.
Let's pass show the mic, and we'll just get some links in here, and yeah, we'll get the mic. We'll teleport over to the gallery, get some links. How many selfie pics can we enter? I don't know, as many as you want. I think you only get involved into the giveaway or rolled into the giveaway once, but I don't know. We break our own rules all the time, so see what you can come up with. All right, let's get a CV link. We got a CV link to the gallery here. Anybody? There we go. Oh, thanks, Lillia. And let's go over there and show, man. Take this mic from me.
Yeah, everyone, click on the CV link that Lillia just posted. Let's all get over there first. We'll destroy your eardrums. Cool? Cool. Shout out to everybody posting the link. CV's acting weird.
Mass group teleportation always takes like a second or two to get, through the portal of CV.
Yeah, and CV itself is like acting up, so.
Shoving this massive squirrel through the teleporter is never easy.
Shoving a squirrel into anything is not an easy feat.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all, you might be having some CV issues with it loading up. Just so you know, it's not you. I mean, it's not just you.
Yeah, I'm sort of spinning in circles here with my caterpillar and squirrel in the portal. We're getting there. Sorry, we got the links. We can keep dropping them.
It's cool. Well, while this is happening, while we're stuck in limbo and shoving squirrels into portals and all kinds of circular things. Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got a new microphone. Oh yeah, you can hear everything around me. Oh, yeah, you can hear the liquids in my mouth. This is all mukbang. This is the mukbang edition of the afties during the WIP. This is the mukbang WIP in general. Shout out to all the presenters. Welcome to our mukbang. We're chewing on carved wood. We're chewing on what Lillia call it? Fairy godmothers. We're chewing on godmothers that are cooking all the food. We're chewing on solvency, all the chemicals involved in solvency and eating all the animals and squirrels at the zoo. You can't pay me enough to go to the Bronx Zoo and chew on the same food that they're eating. It saved me during the pandemic. That's what I did. I went to the Bronx Zoo. I was asking for all of the squirrel nuts and the bananas from the gorillas and shit in order to survive. If you don't know who's yelling and screaming, let me introduce myself. I am Sho. I'm the host of the Afties. What is the Afties? The Afties is a segment, a portion of the WIP, where obviously you just listened to three awesome presenters do all the things, talk about their dope ass projects. They're not paying me to shill their projects. I wish they would. Hey, Carved. Hey, John, give me some money so I can talk about all the dope ass digi physical wood pieces. I like to sell my wood. I like to polish all the wood out there. The Afties is the portion of the WIP where you just had these people talk to you about their projects. Instead of you going away telling your friends how dope this was, talk to your friends here. The WIP crew, the WIP fam are your friends. We're your friends. Talk to us. Talk about your ideas. Talk about your opinions. You were affected by this. I know you were. I was. I like all these things. I want to go get me some solvency watercolors that are auto-generated and all those other big-ass words that Steve was using. Yeah, talk about it with us. Phrase it in the form of a hot take or an opinion, y'all. Don't ask us about your opinion. I don't know what's going on in your mind. Tell me how you felt about each of these presenters. We're gonna go one by one. Super simple, super easy, super fast, super quick. There is no dead time. There's no dead space. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you to unmic. Oh, unmute. Yeah, no, fuck that. Unmic. You're mute. God damn it. Unmic. You're mute. I'm pretty sure Sandy's here. She has all the powers in the world to make you unmic, unmute your phones, and make all the awesome things happen. Shout out to Sandy Meows. I love her so much. That being said, all right. The first presenter. Oh wait, no. Before I do that, no, wait. We gotta talk about something. We gotta talk about something that'll be the overarching theme for the Afties. All right. We had some crazy things happen in the space this past week, man. Oh my god. Like, okay, Paris Hilton had a drop. That's cool. All right. That's not the thing though, right? It's awesome. Shout out to Paris, wherever she's at. Much love. That's hot. I love that. I say it all the time. But the thing that shocked me was Trevor Jones on Twitter was like, created a poll and everything just suddenly just went on fire. He attacked the artist without, like, it was super passive aggressive. Attacked the artist who created the piece. Shit hit the fan. Everybody's chiming in. It's like, hey, man, I thought we're unified in the space. We can't be creating polls saying, hey, what do you think about this piece? Thoughts? No, only in the Afties you can do that shit. On Twitter, like, it's not tongue-in-cheek. You know, obviously, I am the dumbest and loudest voice in the room, and obviously it's all based in satire and all sorts of crazy shit that's going on in my head. But this is real life. This is Twitter life. The crypto Twitter went on fire. Everybody had a thing to say. You can't attack crypto artists, blah 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 blah. If you're a crypto artist, you know, this is ridiculous. You can't be salty like that just because, you know, all the things are happening. You know, we can't do these things when it comes to like a Lillia coming into the space. You know, you can't attack the crypto. I mean, the Godmother's pieces. You know, if you're a crypto artist too, it was just crazy. It was psychotic. All right, so I'm not gonna ask everyone to create a poll, but this is sick. You know, I don't know. Like, are we supposed to create polls and just start judging people's shit? You know, everybody has their own opinion. I don't know. That's rhetorical, by the way. I was just shocked. I was shocked, motherfuckers. I was shocked. That being said, let's we're gonna come back to Lillia's pieces, but let's talk about, here's the first subject. Here's my hot take in regards to the first presenter, right? Digiphysical carved wood NFTs in the space. Here are my thoughts. Here are my opinions, right? We all know that the crypto related climate eco whatever thing that happened last month or a month and a half ago was all a coordinated attack against us because a certain generation was making fucking money. We were making brand new money, right? So centralized banks were threatened. They got all their PR and marketing teams to come together in one room and coordinate an attack and say that, hey, we're destroying the I didn't pay attention in science class. What is it? What kind of layers are there? What the stratosphere, the layers, all the layers. Like, mining crypto is destroying layers, and NFTs, if you minted NFT, you're destroying things. The gas is creating global warming. It's not cows. It's not carbon emissions. It's fucking gas from your computers. Your gas, the farts that are coming from your computers are destroying the ozone layer, right? Where's Greta when you need her? Where's that young, beautiful, highly intelligent woman, Greta, right? What is it, Thornburg or whatever, right? Where is she to talk about NFTs, saying that they're causing global warming emissions, right? So when it comes to carved, right, if we're using trees to mint on the blockchain, will that, like, do the reverse? Will that solve global warming? Will we be able to grow more, like, bubbles? Can we grow another stratosphere by minting digiphysical wood pieces? Thoughts? I mean, but look, man, I love trees, man. obviously 420 was a few days ago. I love trees. I love hugging trees. You know, trees are from the earth. They're from the earth. Thank you, Guts, for posting that picture. Yeah, she's watched, like, dude, like if I plant more trees, will it heal the ozone layer? Will it solve global warming and ice caps melting in the Arctic, in the Antarctic? Will, if I put a tree into my computer, right? If I scan a picture of a tree into a computer, will it heal the world? Will it make it a better place? Heal the world, make it a better place. Thoughts? Unmute your microphones.
The majority
Will
of
this-
oxygen comes from like microorganisms in the ocean, just by the way. But plant a tree. Johnny Appleseed it.
Can we find a way? Can I just like unscrew my keyboard? Can I just put my plants? Can I put my shrubs? Can I put the biomes that are in the fucking water? Can I put some algae and coral into my plant and then press a button and mint this and then do the reverse of what's happening? Is this possible? Can we innovate this digi-physical? Where's John?
Okay, I got an idea. I will make.
Can I smoke my keyboard? Can I smoke the algae easy?
Don't smoke the algae or plastic.
It's green.
I have an idea.
All of it.
We make voxel tree models, sell them, and for each one sold, we plant a tree.
Dude, you're making the green by talking about the green. But Drago Nate, do you want to smoke the green and make the green? Can we solve gas emissions by smoking algae? Why don't central banks know about this? This is rhetorical. Why don't they know?
Clowns.
Say that on a microphone, Musashi. Say that on a microphone, least comic standing. Say it on my brand new microphone. My previous one, I told my friends and family in some random server that I just so happen to be torturing people in on a regular basis. I said that I melted my microphone with my hot ass breath. I melted my own mic. Yeah. The global emissions have melted my microphone. All right. This isn't grass. What I eat isn't grass fed.
He was doing a demonstration.
It's going in the opposite direction, Rizzle. The squirrels are coming out of my mouth instead of the other way around, Rizzle. They're coming out the wrong area. All right, thoughts. Unmute your microphones, y'all. What do you think? It's no longer related to fashion. Digi-physical is now moving into nature and just like easy contributed, I guess, aquatic life, right? And caterpillars, just like Rizzle just said. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
IoT virtual IRL garden. I like it.
Steve, I hope that Steve, I hope that you were writing all this down. They're giving you like alpha for the Bronx Zoo. You know, I mean, what we can do is we can create a garden in the real world in New York City, and we can call it the Bronx Zoo, and we can bring all kinds of things to it. All right.
I like it.
Dude, frame it in rhetorically. Don't ask me questions. What is wrong with you? You've been here for years, Drago Nate, and now suddenly you're acting like you don't understand the format for, you know. Oh my god, my voice is so loud. That's so awesome. How much power? You can't give me this much power. You can't give me a microphone that's this incredible. Least Comic Standard, you're unmuted. What? Say that again. Say that again, sir.
You're telling me you're going to take the animals out of crypto voxels and put them in the real world? What is this craziness?
Wait, let's save this.
How dare you?
Let's save this, all right? Let's save these things, these thoughts, these hot takes, these opinions for the presenter when we get to them. Moving on, next subject, Lillia, right? She's giving us she's giving us energy, she's giving us vibes. Brand new to the space. Vouched for by the one, the only Cinkas. Shout out to Cinkas, my friend, my buddy, my pal, right? Creating awesome work, right? It's in your face, defiant, super awesome. Here is my hot take in regards to strong women and great artwork and movies and things like that. Here's my hot take, man. There are so many women who have sold drugs in real life, right? Who are leaders, who've achieved awesome things. Legal, illegal, ethical, unethical. Hey, that's a matter of perspective and laws in your given country. Who cares? But we need to see more of this gangster shit. We need to see more gangster women kicking ass and doing more than what they do, selling all the drugs and beating the shit out of people. Thoughts? Unmute your microphones. Thoughts? How do you feel? We need to see more gangster women portrayed. Gangster is a form of perspective. Again, it's subjective. We need to see more portrayals because Marlon Brando put cotton balls in his mouth to seem gangster, while Griselda Blanco just had big cheeks and she was cursing people out in Miami and doing all sorts of crazy shit. It was really Vice City, man. It was really Vice City. Thoughts? Unmute your microphones. Crypto Tati, unmute your microphone. Who else is here? Camilla, unmute your microphone. Who else? I'm just calling out, and again, all genders are welcome here. I'm not just calling out women just to call out women, but I need alternate perspective from my own, Just like least comic standing is the least comic standing, I am the least comic sitting and spitting all over my microphone. So I need someone else to clean it up. Other than me, I could clean it up myself, but unmute your microphone if you can. Unmute your microphone, y'all. What are your thoughts? These portrayals, gangster portrayals in the NFT space. More women being depicted in powerful positions. Thoughts?
It's awesome. We need more of it.
Free. The crypto space is free. No one is telling me, okay, Google, I'm gonna unmute you while I keep talking shit right here. But no one is telling me, oh, your NFT is too gangster. So what? Like, no one's not telling me that. Like, dude, you can have whatever NFT you want. You can do whatever you want in the crypto space. No one has sovereignty over your wallet. Over the NFTs in your wallet. If you're into that, no kink shaming. If you're into that, no one has a say over what kind of shit, all pun intended, is in your wallet. Unmute your microphones, y'all. Google, you're unmuted. Google, you're unmuted. Who else wanted to be unmuted? I love this portrayal of, actually, it could be even androgynous, genderless, right? In powerful positions. I just so happen to like gangster movies. Yeah, robot monsters. I'm into romantic comedies and gangster things. That explains why I am crazy and psychotic and things never make any sense. And what I say is incoherent during the afties, right? That explains a lot. That duality conflicts in my head. Thoughts? Unmute your microphones, y'all. Unmute your microphones.
Is the problem that women aren't being portrayed as mobsters, or that mobsters aren't being portrayed as women? Do we think about that?
Is that rhetorical, or are you asking me, least comic standing? Phrase it rhetorically. Put some bass in your voice. Yell and scream. Let's go.
I need to know.
Yes. 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 Yeah, I think, right? I'm just going to take the devil's advocate role, right? I think that no, we shouldn't depict women or androgynous or genderless people, gangster, powerful positions. You know, we should do all the drugs, but don't depict the people who are selling it to us, right? Thoughts? Easy. I think that my old mic and my new mic scare the shit out of people on a regular basis. But you know what's not scaring me, right? These gangster NFTs. That's what's not scaring me. That's what's not scaring me. All right.
Gangster
right.
women aren't scaring you because you're
Hey,
still
you
single,
got me
bro.
yet? You got
There
me?
you go. Yeah, there you go.
God damn it, it's about time. What's up, show?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, man. Look, just dropping into talking about your, the women gangster. I just wanted to let everybody know that the Manhattan DA will no longer prosecute prostitution. So, there's that.
Oh.
You didn't know that? Yeah.
Woo, free sex for everyone.
Oh,
You got someone excited.
Dude,
Yes.
why am I in a Discord server talking to thousands upon thousands of people in TokenSmart right now when I can go outside and get some prostitutes? Or or that too. I could sell. Hey, listen, man, you just heard Rizzle. You know, hey, listen, the WIP C coin has just been halved, right? So now you can only purchase half of my ass cheeks, right? So we're the gangster women out there selling all the drugs. You can buy half of my ass cheeks, convert your drug money into WIP C, right? We can have an NFT depicting the transaction, you getting one half of my cheeks for some WIP C, baby. Yes. Yeah, the answer is always yes when it comes to prostitutes in New York City.
Right. So I want to say, I got the New York City prostitute. So she puts a blunt up in her business, and then you have to go after it, and it's called a Happy Meal.
It's called a fermented Happy Meal. It is called a neatly and tightly rolled blunt. Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Lillia, for the awesome pieces. It's not. It is. Okay, moving on. Next subject. Let's bring it back to Steve. All right, and New York related things. You know, the weather doesn't know what the fuck it wants to do here, but just like the Bronx, it never knows what the hell. You never know what the hell's gonna happen in the Bronx, right? But I'm gonna start with solvency though. Here is my hot take and opinion. Generative art pieces in the crypto space are cool as shit, so long as the creator of the textures, the pieces, the vibes, the styles are cool. So long, right? This is a running sentence, a long running sentence, y'all. So long as it hasn't been done before, right? Solvency, right, is unique. I mean, generally speaking, right, when it comes to auto generative work, right, so long as this thing has not been done before, right, it's cool shit. So meaning, right, let me just make this super clear so everybody understands my hot take, right? If people have been creating NFTs in the space with a similar style, right, having artists
add bits and pieces, eyes, nose, ears, hair, all these other things, right? You create a project that has a similar thing, right? It's not cool. It's not cool. We want to do auto-generative work that has not been done before. Thoughts? Let's innovate and do a different thing. Thoughts?
Yeah. No more Hashmask clones, no more CryptoPunk clones. Let's do some unique stuff.
Say no more Avastar clones, but Rizzle is not paying me to say that. I'm just saying that right now. I hate Rizzle so much.
Well, look at all the ripoff that's going on over on Wax. I mean, it's just like they're just regurgitating the same content over and over again.
Right, for cheap. For cheap.
cheap. Yeah.
As cheap as my cheeks that I sell out here for WIPsea in these New York streets. God damn it. It's been done. It's been done. It's been done. But you know what the problem is? The problem with that is like the reason why you want to contract an artist, right? Which is why everybody originally did that, right? Is because Creative Commons, you know, for one, there's licensing issues. Even it's like you have to get past that other random loophole. It's the reason why a Trevor Jones will create a poll in regards to what happened with the Paris Hilton piece, but he's critiquing the artwork and the creativity. But like, if you grab clip art that isn't Creative Commons, that isn't free to use, then you have issues. You know, but my cheeks. But you can't pull my cheeks off of Pixabay because my cheeks are sitting right here. I'm selling it in the real world. It's not digi-physical. It's just physical. It's not digi
You can
yet.
sell your cheeks now in New York.
You can't buy my cheeks. You can't
It's
buy
allowed.
it because I'm not selling it in the digital space.
Nobody wants to see them hairy cheeks.
Dude, Gugu, I shave 24/7. They're nice and polished. All right. Just like the solvency auto-generative pieces that are, it's just like Harold in a purple crayon. It's smooth and it creates all kinds of.
Joe is a sponsor of Nair hair removal products, obviously.
Dude,
SB shows bottom.
Dude, they need to do Nair needs to give me a sponsorship so I can do that. Like I'll create a Nair NFT, just like all these other random brands that are hopping in, right? Even fucking Wall Street, the NASDAQ wants to create a damn NFT based on what? On a fucking ticker? No one wants to see that shit, right? Who the hell's buying that, right? Just to make you more money. You have all the money anyway. Speaking of money, the Bronx Zoo in real life needs money, but the Bronx Zoo in the digital space, the crypto space, super way ahead of its time, fractionalizing pieces of the space. The Zoo token was and still is, I'm gonna say, Steve, just because Steve is here, right? It is a novel idea. It is a novel idea. It's a novel idea. I wish I can fractionalize an entire animal, an entire chimp, bring it home, feed it bananas, have a neural net so I can make it play Pong. That's some real shit. I don't know if anyone else saw that. We need to have neural nets in CV on the Bronx Zoo parcel and have all of the voxel animals play Pong. Thoughts? That's my hot take.
I want to see some animals make their own NFTs. So if you want to hook up a neural net to a chimpanzee,
there we go,
and then let them kind of imagine some sort of image or some construct, and then put that shit out as an NFT, and I will buy it.
They can like sign language up the title and stuff.
Sure, whatever. I mean, they got elephants who paint, right? So why can't an elephant who paints something become an NFT, and then that supports the elephants or the zoo or wherever it is? You know?
I'd buy that Babar NFT.
Yeah, bring it, bring it.
Bring it, Babar.
Wait. Well, before you do, there's a secret I'm gonna unveil right now. Right, Steve has all the animals inside of a box, right, with a neural net, and they're creating all the artwork on Solvency, right? It's not auto-generative. It's that's the truth. That's the secret. He has a bunch of animals from the Bronx Zoo in real life, and they're making NFTs. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Nate, what was the question? No, it's not. No, it's not. Squirrels.
Well, wouldn't that go to being for the profit of the zoo or the contribution of the zoo or the whoever's keeping the animals to, you know, pay their feed bill?
Yeah, snacks and treats. Just buy them bananas.
Where to give 'em-
Corrupt ass zoos.
Now you want to give them treats
Well,
too?
Push will ever get a grape.
What is fiat money to a horseshoe crab? What
Right.
is fiat money? What what is
More food.
By
That's
keeping them in
life.
a cage, that is using them.
we use things to their event. That's life. And so what? They're metaphysical cages. They're metaversal cages. All right. That's life, man. Put that shit in a cage, make it work, bitch.
Okay, here you go. Get your Bronx Zoo to animals and get an AI algorithm and make the AI algorithm of those animals churn out an NFT. So it's like completely randomized.
Too many steps. The animal brain isn't sentient anyway. It's gonna be random because they're not cognizant of what the hell they're doing.
You mean Bronx Zoo animals and cryptovoxels aren't sentient?
That's too many layers, Gugu. That's too many
Come on,
layers of
man.
work.
Come on.
Like that costs too much money, man. You're making me lose money. Too many layers. You want me to randomize the random?
Yes. Yes. It makes it more special.
Oh.
Speaking of animals, I got to go feed my cows. I'll be right back.
Speaking of cows, what are your thoughts, y'all? What are your thoughts on what we're talking about? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on animals creating your NFT for you? We can get Trevor Jones to create a poll.
I like it.
You like it?
Cool.
Yeah, well, you know, these animals are just sitting around getting fed and walked, and you know, they got to earn their keep. Let's make them work.
Make them work. We gotta put that fat cow to work.
I got 2 cows, 2 dogs, and 20 chickens, and none of them are working.
Hey,
Treat
listen,
them like the baby humans in the Matrix.
Get them on the neural net. Put 'em to
yeah,
work.
all the above. All I heard from all 7 of you that just unmuted your microphone was that's all I heard. I'm trying to pay the animals at the Bronx Zoo to decrypt it so I can mint that shit on Solvency and make some fucking money, man. I want to give the horseshoe crabs all the things that fucking horseshoe crabs eat, man. That's what the fuck I want to do. I want to make some money.
They take horseshoe crabs and take their blood. You know that, right?
Yeah, cut.
Coconut
Horseshoe crabs, they bleed them. They got blue blood. They bleed them out.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
royal.
it's worth
They're royal.
crazy money.
Horseshoe crabs are royalty. Is there like a hierarchy in the under the sea? Is it like Little Mermaid?
Maybe.
Is it like Little Mermaid?
I've got an idea though. Cut out the middleman. Write a smart contract where the funds go straight to like a pet snack delivery center, and they just plug in. You know, you plug in the different cages where the snacks need to go to, and they just go dump it over the fence.
Oh, hey, Rizzle. I mean, not
Cut out the zoo
Easy.
corruption.
Take that. Every time somebody
That'll
buys an NFT, some nuggets of popcorn or peanuts fall out of their little treat tray, like they do for monkeys in the lab.
Hey, listen, whatever. Hey, Google, whatever kind of nicknames you have for portals and orifices, treat tray, no kink shaming, man. But I'm not talking about any kind of nuggets falling in and out of any kind of holes. You know what I'm saying? I know you have a bunch of animals over there that you're looking out for, but it's all good. But I do like that. I do like that hot take from Easy. It seems like there's less friction. There's less friction under the sea. God damn it.
Hey man, my cow feed bill is $150 a month. So, I could get my cows to do some NFTs if it'll help supplement their food bill.
There you go. You could be the trial run.
I'll do it. Show's seen my cows.
Hey, listen, I've seen a lot of people's cows on these New York streets since prostitution and marijuana has been legal in New York. I've been seeing a lot of cows and marijuana lately, and it has been awesome. And you know what else is awesome? You know what else is awesome, y'all? Aside from my microphone, everybody else who's here. Yo, thank you so much for coming through to the Afties. That was super dope, super awesome. Much love to everybody. I don't know if CV has worked out all of its things. I'm trying to keep refreshing, but I'm trying to see this build from Lillia. But yeah, okay, it keeps circling. All right, yeah, I'm here. Yo, thank you so much, everybody who's coming through. If you're out in front of the pizzeria, please check out Lillia's build. Super awesome, all dope vibes. Much love to the WIP crew and everybody else here, the WIP fam. Please check out the events calendar channel. Right, and check out all the things that are happening. Please stick around. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of things happening. I can't think of all of the things at once. I am too busy thinking about all the prostitutes in the New York City streets. Much love, everybody. I will see you around.
Peace, love, and whipsy.